The Tauri Group is a consulting firm in Alexandria, Virginia. We support the Defense Department, Department of Homeland Security on issues related to biological, nuclear, and chemical weapons and how to mitigate their effects on the population. So we don't do any sort of weapon design or anything of that nature, but we definitely help the government to prepare and to mitigate any issues related to that. And there is also a small component of the Tauri Group that focuses on space, and that's the team I'm part of. Our clients include NASA, the FAA's Office of Commercial Space Transportation, a variety of other commercial clients, and we provide forecasting analysis, technology analysis, and assessment of various space programs worldwide. We're currently at this conference here to try to get a better understanding of what suborbital reusable launch vehicles might contribute in the decade ahead, and trying to get a sense of the demand for such vehicles. We're looking at basic and applied research and science. We're looking at technology demonstration, kind of like the X-15 that I mentioned earlier. We're looking at education, remote sensing, and a variety of other markets, and trying to get a good sense from the potential customer base about where this industry is going. And that's going to be really exciting because in the past it's been what we call supply-based, which is those that construct the vehicles and who will provide the service have a definite vision and a definite objective about where these vehicles will go and how they will serve the community. But in what we're doing, we're trying to really get a good sense of the demand for such vehicles and get a clearer sense. And so as the industry matures and evolves, now we can ask much more detailed and pointed questions to understand the demand a little bit better, whereas in the past we simply couldn't do that. We didn't have enough information. This study is being sponsored by a partnership between the FAA's Office of Commercial Space Transportation and Space Florida. So that's really exciting. So we're getting a better understanding of what's happening in the suborbital front, and now we're also getting a better understanding through our other clients with Tauri Group about where the orbital side of things might be going as well. We have a very good understanding about satellite demand to geosynchronous orbit and to low Earth orbit. We have a very good understanding about where science payloads are likely to go. Where we don't have a clear path forward, and why the Tauri Group is brought into the fray, is to really understand where human commercial spaceflight will go in the orbital regime. And the FAA really wants to understand that well, and we help them and support them in that process. We also help NASA in that way. Anything from how these vehicles will be managed in terms of space traffic management is something that's being considered. But it's really exciting. It's definitely a turning point, and it's a turning point that reflects a maturity rather than an enthusiasm that's not based in reality, which sometimes happens in the industry. So I'm very, very fortunate to be a part of that.